Welcome to Say What, where we decode VA phrases and acronyms that make you ask.
Say what?
Today, we're going to talk about a VA rating. When you're applying for benefits, you may be asked the question, what's your rating? Now, you may be tempted to let the questioner know that you are a 10 out of 10, but that is not the rating that they're asking you about. A VA rating refers to a percentage that the VA assigns to a veteran's disability. This rating determines the amount of disability compensation that you can receive. The VA has developed a system called the rating schedule, and each condition contains a range of percentages tied to the level of impairment that particular condition causes. Let's take a look at a diagnosis of flat foot. Flat feet?
I've heard it both ways.
Hold on. If the VA decides that your flat feet are service-connected, you will be assigned a percentage based on your level of impairment. With our example, if your symptoms are mild and relieved by arch support, you will be assigned a 0% rating. However, if you have the most severe symptoms of flat feet, which are pronounced marked pronation, extreme tenderness of plantar
surfaces of the feet, marked inward displacement, and severe spasm of the tenoachilles Achilles on manipulation, not improved by orthopedic shoes or appliances.
Then you would receive a 30% rating for one flat foot or a 50% rating for two flat feet or foots.
I've heard it both ways.
But 0%, 30%, 50% of what?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Wouldn't we all? Well, as a percentage would suggest, there must be a 100% of something. And in the VA world, there is a dollar amount assigned for each percentage of a disability rating. A 100% rating means that you will receive the maximum amount that you can each month in your direct deposit. Now, each condition receives its own rating. Here's some examples. Say you receive 50% for flat feet. Footin?
I've heard it. I haven't.
Let's say for tinnitus you receive 10%. You have a knee condition at 30%. Maybe you have sleep apnea at 50%. The list can go on and on. But all of these different percentages will eventually be added up to determine your overall VA rating. But don't you dare try and add this up all by yourself. I don't care how well you did at calculus, you're gonna be wrong because the VA invented their own math equations to determine your overall VA rating. But don't you worry, we got you. Now that you know what your rating is for each individual condition, we can help you calculate what your overall VA rating is. Check out our VA disability calculator on our website. Oh, and by the way, not that I need to tell you this, but you're definitely a 10. Like and subscribe. Over and out.